Okay, well, I actually originally started shooting this a couple minutes ago, and then I found out that, hey, I probably need to go ahead and actually get a larger capacity memory card, because it cut out about halfway through, and I didn't feel like splicing videos, so I'm going to try this again. This is Drift. Drift is pretty cool. He's actually not part of the original canonical G1 continuity, but he is accepted as a G1 figure right now. Um, he was actually introduced in the IDW comic book series, and he actually kind of has an interesting history. He originally was a Decepticon, and after seeing how the Decepticons basically were becoming completely insane after, eons and eons of warfare, following under Megatron and Straxus and everybody else, he's like, hey, I'm tired of this nonsense. I'm gonna become an Autobot, because that's a choice. That's not something that you're born into, being a robot from space. So I don't know if that's like some sort of symbolism for sexuality or whatnot. Maybe, who knows? I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that they can choose, makes it interesting. He's not actually the first Decepticon to go ahead and switch over to the Autobot side. Kind of makes you wonder, what kind of benefits the Autobots are offering. But, because actually, Jetfire was originally a Decepticon. Actually, best friends with Starscream for a while. Kind of interesting. Didn't know that Starscream had friends until I found out about that. But anyway, Drift's interesting. He is basically a sports car, which, as you could tell, he actually has, like, Japanese kanji on his side with, like, the whole white and red Japanese look to him, so kind of like right out of Tokyo Drift, if you will. It's kind of cool. The kanji there actually says samurai, and you'll notice that, oh my god, the clarity of this video is actually here. That's because I finally found my macro button. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to use this bloody thing. Bought it a couple years ago, and my wife's been using it, but I really have not. I'm not a picture person, but videos are kind of cool, so I'm gonna do videos. He rolls really, really well. He's got the little wheels on here. It spins, as you can see. Oh my god, I could show off detail in this one. Yay! He has the little weird triangular hubcap with the little spots, the little rivet spots around there. So that's kind of cool. He's got detail on the tread. It's got the door handle, so that's kind of neat. He's got his little side view mirror, which of course really, really could use, a sticker from Repro Labels. Hint, hint. I mean, come on, he's in the comic book. It's not like they can't find some sort of happy detail to put on him. I mean, like, he's got his little vents here and his grill, but I mean, I can definitely see like some openings for labels. And I mean, there you go. Look, you could put something on exhaust, and he really, really could use something there for a license plate. So, I'm just saying, he's a really nice figure, but he could really have a lot more going for him. Okay, so one of the cool things about Drift is that he doesn't use guns anymore. So, Decepticons, guns everywhere, big, big guns, except for, bludgeon, but we're not going into that. Okay, so he actually uses, this just pops right off, he actually uses a sword. And I like this sword because, okay, well, even with macro, I'm finding out that this camera's focus could really, really be better. Let's see. Nope, not gonna be able to see the. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's about as close as you're gonna get. He has like these weird little writings on his sword, which I think are kind of cool. I guess they're like ancient Cybertronian or whatnot. So let's set that off to the side. And his transformation is kind of interesting. Interesting as in, like, it kind of annoys me. Because you're gonna have to kind of fight with him a little bit. Actually, let me see if I can even get this guy turned in. Alright, where is a good place to start? He's really, really solid. Okay, first off, you're probably gonna want to pop these on the side. I have no fear of breaking this figure. He's actually very solid in comparison. You might want to be careful with the windows, though, because they actually use like one of those little silver pins to go through, and I think it was on, I think it's actually on my Alternator's Rodimus, which kind of sucks because he's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. That part has actually, I've seen bad stuff with that, which if I ever get around to doing the videos of the alternators after these, you'll see that. But you just pop that out. Now his legs are pretty epic. You want to grip here and pull forward until these are actually flush. Now these are the tricky part. You want to actually pull forward, and then you want to continue pulling forward till they're about there. Then these are going to fold up, and you kind of get them like that, and just make sure that, see there's a little tab and a notch, you just make sure that those are in there. So there's his legs, and then you just kind of pull these down. Actually, you want to flip these up. That's his sword handle, because he's got smaller swords and their sheaths on his side. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, now for the front, you kind of have to get at it from the bottom, and there's a little tab here, and as soon as you let that go, the whole thing's like, okay, I'm going to do what you want to do. These you flip over and kind of just lay them against that, and then these are pulled back, and you pull his arms out, straighten those up, pull that out, straighten that up, and then there's a little tab, and there's a slot here on his chest that you just kind of get that in there. Now on his back, he has this little clip thing that you'll want to move up to the neck, because he can, just slides in there, he can have his sword back behind him. He has these blades here, which I like him to hold the small ones, so you just pull those out of the sheaths. They just slide right out, and there's that. Okay. Now you can actually get him to do a dual-handed sword hold, but it's kind of messy and it really doesn't look that great. So if you want that to happen, I'd say just put his sword back in here, and I just have him hold one-handed, point it down. So it's a pretty long sword. It's very Japanese. The whole figure is very Japanese influenced. I mean, you can kind of tell from the legs, if you're in the robots, that and the head itself, that he has a lot of Gundam-esque likeness going on here. He's got the Autobot symbols in the arms. That's kind of cool. And he does have a little detail mark there, but I mean, it's got all this detailing that's really, really nice, but just a lot of lack of color. I mean, repro labels, come on, make a sticker set for this dude. He is pretty wild, especially, for, I'm surprised he put that much into him, considering he's not even really, an old homage figure. He's